$30,000 worth of dirt before we
Right.
could dig a hole for the septic.
Oh.
That's pretty scary.
We're on a drive looking at another house up on this road, and we didn't really like it that well. So we're heading back, and we're looking at this view, and we're like, "Oh yeah, we love that."
Gosh.
So you know, there's this lot for sale, and we ended up making a deal on the lot. So,
like right away.
Yeah.
And then we came and we walked the property, and we really started to think about the logistics of building on this lot.
there's some challenges here. The main one is a lot of rock. A lot of really big boulders. You're going to see these boulders. I mean, they're big.
Yeah.
And some of them are the size of a small car, or maybe a regular sized car.
Yeah.
And it's got a slope. So
Yeah.
pretty significant slope too.
Phil and I have worked really hard to stay debt free. So we're approaching this project to continue
a lot
that.
of sweat equity.
Yeah, in order to
build as we can. Yeah.
And not have a mortgage, and we're gonna have to do a lot of the work. We'll hire some subs for certain things that are
Plumbing, electrical, stuff like that.
Yeah, and we decided to document it because we just, I don't know, we're crazy maybe.
Well, and we want you to come along on the journey. It's going to be an interesting build.
Yeah.
In an interesting location.
Yeah, one of the benefits is the electric, and the water is right at the road.
Right, so we don't have to dig a well. We will have to put a septic in, and that's going to be interesting in itself.
It's going to be an adventure, and I'm glad you're coming along with us. All right.
Check it out.
Oxford where the water runs clean. Dark sergeant, you hold band in your post, it's long gone. The brass castanets, your pure.
I think the house will stay up here instead of going down there.
Okay, hopefully.
Right down there.
Okay, so this is the top of the property. We're going to build a pier and beam home because it's a pretty steep slope. And then we're going to have a separate building, which is going to be the studio / guest house. And then the third building will be a detached garage. Build with the difficult decision of deciding which trees would need to be removed. We tried to cut down as few as possible.
I've been lost in my own thoughts. I've been lost in my mind. I've been wondering what these goals casting. Well, the parade isn't time. Yeah, I've been walking on cold dust. I've been speaking in rhymes. I've been looking at the things that we hold.
The slope is going to be a challenge. This is where we're going to put our house. Another challenge is the boulders, the bedrock, and just general rocky terrain.
Oh, we are so excited to get the septic done. Pretty intimidating when we had some men come up.
They said it was going to
require $30,000
$30,000 worth of dirt. They're looking at our lot going with big eyes, like, oh man, we're in trouble. And they're all from Rio Rancho and Albuquerque, and it's a flat valley down there pretty much.
It's a really tough build. We found a good guy, a local guy
up here.
We've been super happy with him, and he said he could do it for $14,000, which was twice as much as we budgeted for. But after
eight would have been nice.
Yeah, but after $30,000, we're like,
we were
14.
We were conditioned.
Woo! Let's do it.
Oh, this is cheap. This is our septic system. It's a basic system on this end, standard two-sided tank. And then if you look over here, a smaller tank that the effluent flows from here into the pump tank. And from here, it's a little different though. From here on out, instead of pumping up into a leach field, your typical leach field that kind of serpentines around, it actually is pumped up to a pit. Fluent comes from this pumped out of this tank up to the leach pit instead of a standard leach field. So up here, you walk up here, we've got a pipe, about a 2-inch pipe running from the tank here, and there's a pump that runs the fluent uphill to a leach pit way up here. This leach pit is 12 feet deep. It's got large concrete cylinders in it, surrounded by about 1.5 inch rock. So the liquids go in there, drop down. It's, instead of being a horizontal system like a typical leach field, it's a vertical system. We got so much rock here. Instead of spreading it out, we can dig a deep hole and make it work, and it worked. One down and a few to go.
So once we get the electric and the water hooked up, we're going to pull up a camper so we have a comfortable place to stay while we do our build.
Let's do this.
Let's get going.
Oh yeah, that's, you can't hardly get nothing in them. That's like 100 amp maximum.
Gotcha.
You need 200 amps, so.
Yeah.
And you see what happens is the whole concrete thing underneath it just gets
Gotcha.
eroded away.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, if we can put it right there, that'd be great. Get some little pebbles here.
Wow.
A few action shots
Yeah.
today.
So what does this mean with these guys digging this? Is that
That's the pedestal right there.
okay?
Well, they'll put a meter and stuff on that. So we've got an RV plug, like 50 amp, and then we have your standard 20 amp plugs here. And we're going to park a trailer here, so we needed all this installed here. Later on, we're going to run this from this panel to the house.
You don't know how excited I am to see this. This is really exciting. Took a little while to get it on.
Yeah, we've got city water here. They were able to have a meter installed and our frost-proof spigot.
So I'm gonna give it a taste test.
We're gonna taste the water. We ran a little water out already, so
It sure looks
it looks clear.
it's not coming out brown.
Big test.
That's good water. Nice.
Yeah, it's good water.
We decide to take a pause and enjoy our property for a moment.
I spent my youth dropping coins in a wishing well. In hopes one day that I would find a story to tell. How every regret's of soulless empty life.
Time to get back to work and clear a space so we can move up our camper.
Global Schnaps sitzt in der Einkaufswagen und fährt Gangster downhill. Nimmt er auch noch den Peter und den Michi mit und fährt Gangster downhill. All die leeren Flaschen und in die Taschen. Wer soll die alle kaufen?
All right, well, with the camper in, we're going to build a temporary deck, so the construction process has officially begun.
I don't wanna waste something, especially when it came from nothing. I don't wanna sail across the sea that's only controlled by you. I don't wanna be a soldier, band or control holder. I just wanna shine brighter than the sky. So raise your glasses to somebody else. Keep your
Be a quick tour of our camper, making it nice and homey. Got our job site out there. I had to get creative with decorating since I couldn't hang things on the wall. All right, well, we got a lot accomplished. We got our initial setup done, so we are ready for the big build. But first, there's a few little things we got to get
Some more
done.
setup.
There's more setup. Wait a minute. Scratch that.
Yep.
We need to build a tool shed because
Yeah.
we need a place to keep some materials.
Oh, got a little thunderstorm coming. And we got to keep the tools out of the weather.
Yeah.
And Kelly's going to dig a sewer line to hook up to our camper, and that will hook into our new septic system. So that's going to be fun.
Catch that. Kelly is going to.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. You're going to want to stay tuned for that one.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.